Hi, my name is Luis Sanchez. I'm the sergeant of the Canine Unit. This is my canine partner, Rocco, and you're watching MB-TV.
On this edition of CityVision, we take a celebratory look back at the successes of our city over the last year. And see how easy it is to green up your home, saving money and resources.
Correcto. Muy bien.
Plus, there's a free program that helps your little one get kindergarten ready. Hello and welcome to CityVision, your source for everything you need to know about Miami Beach. I'm your host, Emily Oz. Thanks for joining us on this edition, located here at Miami Beach City Hall. Located at 17th Street and Convention Center Drive, City Hall is surrounded by a campus of buildings that offer a variety of services to you, our residents and visitors. We have made many of the most popular services even more accessible with the creation of our city's new customer service center here. A little later in the show, we'll fill you in on all the things you can do in the convenient one-stop shop. We begin today by introducing you to our new city manager, Jimmy Morales.
I look forward to that, to working together, being the person that tries to implement your vision for this community and to do it with efficiency, with integrity, with customer service friendly, which I think is critical. From the bottom of my heart, with tremendous humility, and I pledge to the residents of this community that I'm not here as a politician. I'm here as I hope to be a very solid administrator, working with them, the business community, and with you all to make sure that the Miami Beach government is one of the finest in the land.
Candidates were considered for the position from around the country, and after dozens of interviews, Miami Beach native Jimmy Morales was unanimously voted in as our city's new manager. A Harvard graduate, Morales is a former county commissioner and Doral city attorney. Morales officially took his post at Miami Beach City Hall April 1st. Shovels hit the sand and work has started on the new pier at South Point Park.
2, 3.
The day was bright and beautiful, and a perfect day to kick off the construction of the much-anticipated new South Point Park Pier. Plans for the new pier include a pedestrian plaza that leads into a wider and slightly longer pier with room for sea gazing and angling.
We're going to have a fishing station, so it's going to be clean, and we're going to patrol, and we're going to do whatever it takes to keep it clean and safe for everybody. But there are a lot of people that ask us if we're going to, where can we fish? And so I think that those people deserve a little bit also.
Construction on this $4.8 million project is expected to last about a year. The Office of Capital Improvement Projects is overseeing the work, designed by Atkins North America and constructed by the Whites Company. It's a welcome addition to the point where the beach begins.
Our city staff begin and end each day with one goal in mind, always striving to make Miami Beach a better place to live, work, and play. As we take a look back at the past year, we want to take a moment to highlight some of our major accomplishments.
Our city's big accomplishments go hand in hand with the top priorities in our long-term strategic plan. We begin with the recent adoption of our new Stormwater Master Plan, which will curb flooding and improve drainage.
This year, we adopted a new Stormwater Master Plan. We think one of the first in Florida to take into account sea level rise and to possibly one of the first in the nation. There's still more to be done in that area, in that what we have right now is a master plan for stormwater, for flooding. But we are actually reaching out to experts with regard to what more we can do in regard to sea level rise.
Moving on to the priority of safety in our community. Our city is working diligently with the advent of a citywide crime suppression team and the addition of 12 police officers on the beat. We're already seeing positive results.
Since early 2013, the police have implemented a new initiative focusing on prostitution and related crime. And just in those first 3 months of this year, we've actually seen a significant decline in the crimes related, and in particular robbery. So we really think that's very positive moving forward.
We've also enhanced coordination between police and our homeless outreach team to really cut down on the number of homeless living in our streets. In fact, in January, the annual homeless census count stood at 138, compared to the year 2000, when the number was 314. Cleanliness is being addressed by enhanced pressure washing in North Beach, on Lincoln Road, Washington Avenue, and Ocean Drive. And sanitation services implemented in recent years continue to prove positive results.
We have a quantitative way of assessing how clean the city is, and we now are at almost 88% of all areas assessed in the city being clean or very clean. And we do that randomly at all times of the day and night, all times of the week. So that's very positive and a dramatic improvement from only 65% of those areas being rated clean or very clean just 6 years ago.
Fiscally, our city once again lowered the tax or millage rate and continues to hammer away at pension reform and reductions in wage growth to assure a bright budgetary future. The future is also bright for the city's top economic engine, our Miami Beach Convention Center.
One of the top key intended outcomes that the city is working on is in improving our convention center facility. And to that end, the city in the past years selected 2 proposers who are now in the process of developing master plans for the convention center district that we will select and move forward with one of those very important projects for the city.
As we begin a new era under the leadership of City Manager Jimmy Morales, we put behind us a year filled with transition and challenges.
The area of transparency, accountability, ethics, and just overall addressing corruption in the city has to be an area of focus for us in the future, continuing forward.
To address this, the city has already started a no-gift policy, instituted ethics training for all city employees, appointed ongoing reviews of our regulatory departments by an outside auditor, and installed automatic vehicle locators in city vehicles. These are several of many other efforts.
Another neighborhood can celebrate infrastructure improvements. Sherry Holbert-Lipner has the latest on a new and improved island neighborhood in Middle Beach.
The Sunset Islands were created in the early part of the last century by dredging up the bottom of Biscayne Bay. 80 years later, crews dredged up much of the streets to deliver an infrastructure overhaul and streetscape upgrades to Islands 1 and 2.
The streets had potholes all over the place. Streets were uneven, streets weren't paved. The drainage system was antiquated. It was probably 20 or 30 years old. It just wasn't working.
Crews reconstructed the roads and installed valley gutters to convey water off the street and into a new drainage system. But the solution to the issues in this neighborhood began well before construction started and took more than shovels, backhoes, and pipes. At a cost of over $6 million, this project utilized a lot of heavy equipment. But perhaps the most important tool used on this job was a tool like this. Communication was a key component and included notifications, meetings, and a public information officer on call and accessible to all residents.
They opened up a process of direct dialogue with the homeowners association and individuals to air grievances and to get it out on the table early on so that we could all work together and and have a project that fixed the problems.
This enhanced approach is an example of one of the many ways the Office of CIP is working to step up efforts to make our neighborhoods better places.
The way that this was approached from its inception was to ensure that all the requirements for level of service were met. That is, we went the full gamut of infrastructure needs. We went for full water rehabilitation, full stormwater rehabilitation, and full roadway reconstruction.
A new philosophy pervades the capital improvement program, as the city seeks to deliver well-designed and well-managed projects.
I consider Census 1 and 2 to be a catalyst project for the evolvement of CIP, of how we see projects in the future. Now, construction it's a trade of uncertainty, and we do find a lot of issues as we excavate. Nevertheless, helping us understand the utilities and where they are and doing more due diligence in the process, it helps us to minimize the risk of impacts to the timeline, costs associated to delays, or change orders.
Because so much unseen work was done involving cost estimating, construction management, and value engineering, the result is an evident improvement and some happy residents.
So the second part of that question was, are we happy with what's going on? Absolutely.
For MBTV, I'm Shari Holbert-Lipner.
We are a city on the move with plenty of events to keep you entertained, active, and learning. One such event, already in its 5th year, is geared especially for women. March is National Women's History Month. The free Miami Beach Women's Conference in March featured a panel of keynote speakers, including former president of the National Organization for Women, Patricia Ireland, and the chair of the Miami Beach Human Rights Committee, Elizabeth Schwartz. The city is a sponsor of this annual Women's Empowerment event. And now we're happy to wish our city another big birthday as we're a step closer to celebrating a century of our establishment. Miami Beach was incorporated on March 26, 1915. This year marks our 98th birthday. You can expect big things when we observe our centennial birthday in 2015. And we always have opportunities for you to tell us what you like to love about Miami Beach.
Are you here for passport?
After a quick break, we hear about the new Customer Service Center on the campus of City Hall.
Let me see your hands! Let me see your hands! What do you want?
And coming up, see how a day at the park turned into an action-packed ride at the city's Crime Prevention Fair. And you won't want to miss this home makeover, and in the process, learn how to make your home greener and save money doing it.
Tell us why you like to love Miami Beach.
The weather and the boys.
The weather is always perfect, hardly ever any rain, always sunshine, and the people are so friendly.
Hey, you're watching MBTV 77.
All children deserve the best health care our world has to offer. It's why the City of Miami Beach has partnered with the University of Miami to bring their mobile pediatric clinic to our city on a regular basis. Kids without health insurance can access free medical care during the mobile clinic visits. To make an appointment, please call 305-243-6407.
Ethical high standards are important and expected of Miami Beach employees. If you have stumbled across evidence of dishonesty in city government, report it. Rooting out public corruption is a high priority. Our local FBI field office has an anonymous hotline set up to take your calls. The number is 305-944-9101. Whether you suspect bribery, kickbacks, extortion, money laundering, embezzlement, or wire, bank, or tax fraud, our local FBI office is listening. Again, the number to report corruption is 305-944-9101.
Checking a restaurant's report card has never been easier. How does your favorite eating establishment's latest health inspection rate? To find out, visit our website, miamibeachfl.gov, and click on Check, then Restaurant Inspections, which will take you right to the county's inspection reports of our city's restaurants. Miami Beach, helping you make informed decisions.
Welcome back to CityVision. Now we take you inside the city's new customer service center, located on the first floor of the new building at 1755 Meridian Avenue. The Customer Service Center offers a virtual one-stop shop for many of the most common and popular city services. You can go here for your parking permits, licensing, resort tax, liens, utility billing, and passport applications, among others. The center is open Monday through Friday from 8:30 a.m. until 6 o'clock p.m. Many residents are happy to see the city continuing to make services even more convenient.
I think they're really trying. I think that they're doing a great job. And it always been, either in this building or in that building, customer service has been great.
Again, the new Customer Service Center is located at the corner of Meridian Avenue and 18th Street. There's metered parking on the street. There's also plenty of parking available in the city lot. Enter one block east to find both covered metered parking and hourly parking.
That is a whole lot of fun for him.
Up next, see how our police department's community outreach entertained and informed during this event at the park. And there's space for your cooler in this free program that prepares your child for the start of school.
I'm really, really happy.
Our city's free and low-cost programming for seniors has many raving repeat customers.
Remember these 3 safety tips when visiting our beautiful beaches. Park smart. Drivers should never leave valuables in plain sight in parked vehicles. When you hit the sand and water, don't leave your personal belongings unattended. And please, observe our beach closure hours. They're closed midnight to 5 a.m. Maximize your safety on Miami Beach with these 3 tips.
Troop 0391, and you're watching MBTV.
Cats are the #1 companion animal in the United States. And while there's an estimated 85 million pet cats in our country, there's another 70 million stray felines on our streets. That's why it's so important to have your pet spayed or neutered, and why we've pledged to sterilize the feral cats of Miami Beach. The city has partnered with the Cat Network to bring a mobile spay and neuter clinic to our city on a regular basis. To make an appointment, visit thecatnetwork.org. The Cat Network is always seeking volunteers to assist. Feeders and trappers are essential in helping to make the program a success. Also remember, although feeding cats is permitted, leaving food or dishes in public areas is considered littering and is unlawful.
Save the planet. Conserve resources. And now, here's a new reason to recycle in Miami Beach. It's the law. A new ordinance in our city means mandatory recycling for all residential buildings and businesses, which is easier than ever with our single stream concept. One bin means no sorting necessary. For more information, visit miamibeachfl.gov/recycle.
Hi, I'm Sam from Traffic Fire, and you're watching MBTV.
Welcome back to CityVision. I'm Emily Oz. We all want a safe and clean community. Our city's police department recognizes what it takes to reach out to residents to learn more about crime prevention. After all, knowledge is power. This Day at the Park quickly turned into an action-packed event during the Miami Beach Police Department's Community Crime Prevention Fair at Fisher Park.
Invited the community and residents out to kind of meet and see some of the police equipment, meet some of the police officers here.
Police Chief Raymond Martinez says a fun-filled day like this conceals a serious message aimed at crime prevention.
Bring the community out, let them meet the police department, as well as give our officers an opportunity to meet the community and the residents themselves, and have that interaction, really help them understand how they can help in securing their property and securing their homes, and the tips that we can give them, which really makes our job easier in the long run.
Children were able to meet McGruff, the crime-fighting dog. While the real crime-fighting dogs on scene were the big draw, the canine demo explained how they are trained and the special bond between handler and animal.
That is a whole lot of fun for him. Let me see your hands! Let me see your hands! What do you want, man?
He's wearing a sleeve, so in a real life situation, a guy's not wearing a sleeve. Is he being trained to attack the sleeve, or is he trained to be attacking
That's a good question. We call that equipment oriented. What his question was, if the bad guy doesn't have the sleeve on, is he still going to attack him? Yes, he is.
The event also allowed the public to meet their area captains and neighborhood resource officers. Crime prevention fairs like this help foster safety and security for everyone in our city.
It's part of our community outreach and part of our community policing initiative to really interact with the community.
And remember, you can help prevent becoming a victim of crime with these home security tips. The checklist includes: do exterior lights illuminate all entrances to your home? Is shrubbery kept trimmed so a burglar can't hide nearby? Are garage doors kept locked? Are exterior doors made of solid core construction? Is there a peephole viewer on your front door? Are exterior doors secured with a deadbolt? Are sliding glass doors secured? Are windows secured? Do you report suspicious people or activity to police right away? Are your doors locked at all times? Are your valuables marked with your Florida driver's license number? And do you have a record of them with serial number, make, and model? If you've answered yes to all these precautions, then you have greatly reduced your risk of burglary. For more safety tips, you can always visit our website, miamibeachfl.gov, and click on Public Safety. Our next story takes community outreach to a whole new level. The personalized home makeovers you're about to see save resources on many fronts. 50 volunteers descended upon this Miami Beach apartment complex for unique home makeovers that will have lasting impacts on the environment and pocketbooks for years to come. Miami Beach partnered with Florida Power and Light Company and MBCDC to offer the Home Energy Makeover Initiative. All the residents living here, most of whom are elderly and on fixed incomes, received a range of water and energy-saving conservation upgrades, including low-flow shower heads, compact fluorescent lighting, weather stripping, and refrigerator thermometers. These upgrades can save families as much as 25% each year on their electric bill.
I think it's a great idea because we should all think about saving energy.
It's very basic to us, but very meaningful to the residents that live here.
The great news is you can adopt these cost-saving techniques in your own home. Take FP&L's online survey for a customized energy savings plan. Meanwhile, our Parks and Recreation Department has customized a complete set of programs for our senior population, and you're about to hear from some of their happy repeat customers.
does he take care of the girls in my absence?
Like I said, it's a complete package. I'm really, really happy.
We'll take some of what Ozzy's having. He attributes his happiness in a big way to the daily visits he makes to our city's variety of senior-orientated programming at North Shore Park Youth Center.
I'm busy all the time, so I do enjoy greatly the opportunity North Shore Park has given me to, like I said, do something that I really love.
Whether it's bingo, tai chi, chair aerobics, fine arts, or ceramics, there's something for everyone. Even if you're new to something like painting, you can grow your talents in a fun and supportive environment in our city's senior programs.
When I started, I could hardly draw a line, and now I'll try anything with oil paint and a canvas. Our teacher is extraordinary, and everybody in this class has grown to such a degree that we all sit back and we are in awe of each other.
The city also offers monthly field trips. For more information and to register for the free and low-cost offerings, visit miamibeachparks.com or call the North Shore Park Youth Center at 305-861-3616.
Oh, it's a delight.
And now on to a program that sets up our tiniest residents for success. Here's the details on a free city program that helps preschoolers with a variety of skills. Soaring to success through books and play. That's the theme of the Parent-Child Home program offered by the City of Miami Beach through its Office of Community Services.
The goal of the program is a school readiness program, and it's an early literacy program. So to get them ready to go to kindergarten.
With the program, students like Steven receive 2 weekly 30-minute visits from his teacher Maria.
Happy, muy bien.
Together, they use a new toy or book each week to build a base for his language and literacy skills, as well as his social and emotional development.
This is the second-year program for Steven. He has learned a lot. Since we began with the program, he didn't have any knowledge of colors, numbers, shapes, he couldn't categorize the persons, objects, fruits, and he's really, really advanced in that.
The free classes also aim to enhance the parent-child relationship. Maria gives Steven's mother a new exercise they can do together each week.
Del programa, ¿qué es lo que más te ha gustado a ti?
Que él se interesa más en estar, él sabe contar, él sabe contar los colores, tiene para entretenerse.
Steven, ¿te gusta la clase con María?
In fact, Steven loves his home visits so much, he can't let Maria leave without one more hug.
Wow, thank you.
There is space for 20 more families in this free, innovative program. To inquire about enrollment, please contact the Office of Community Services by calling 305-673-7491. Another great program offered to the residents of Miami Beach. And that's all the time we have for this edition of City Vision. I'm your host, Emily Oz, and I want to thank you so much for joining us here on the campus of Miami Beach City Hall. We want to leave you now with a look at our police department's recent gun buyback program, where people could trade in their guns for gift cards. And much more on that story coming up in the next edition of City Vision.
Process and then I'll just come back out.
Okay, perfect.
watching Miami Beach Television.